Good day, everyone. Good day, classmates. Good day, Sir Roy Tero. And we are the Group 6, and we are here to report about the collective identities, discourse, and culture. So, first of all, when we say collective identities, it is a shared definition of a group which they find their identity upon themselves, which each of every individual in a group has similar interests, has similar attributes to itself. And also when it comes to discourse, it has two definite definitions which the first definition is it is a platform in which a certain topic is being discussed and to be furtherly be shared upon a certain groups of people or a certain individuals that will collide each and every views towards a certain topic. And for me, when we also say culture, it refers to the ways of living of the people, and not just the ways of living itself or the traditional living of the people, but also the social life of a people in a community. Next. So towards a more dialogic analysis of a social movement culture, rather than viewing a culture as a state apart with embodied stable meanings, dialogies start with the assumption that culture includes sets of ongoing social practices. So dialogists view culture not just a normal thing that occurs to one's person's life, like it can easily be attained and it can easily be seen by certain individuals, but rather it is more of like a social, an ongoing social practices which is to be achieved through the experience of an individual. So dialogists develop multiple interpretations of the relational nature of cultural practices, both through social action and discursive structures. If cultural meanings arise between people in social action, then discourse itself as a double directionality. Simultaneously, a territory for shared understanding and one of difference in contention, but like a discourse therefore is best perceived as multimodal practice. Any communication likely has more than one meaning for the participant. So, as like what I said earlier, there's a two distinct meanings of a discourse. So another one is the common communication likely that one certain phenomena has more meanings depending on the participants, depending on the view of the people who are present around a certain phenomena or a certain movement or a certain social phenomena. For dialogists, discourse is both enabling and constraining. Discourse is enabling because through it we give social world meaning for action. It can provide opportunities to create new meanings, leading to new forms of challenge. But actors cannot make meanings just as they would wish, because discursive practices necessarily limit the version of what is necessarily possible and justifiable. So just like what the presentation said, it is both innate. This discourse is both enabling and constraining. So when we say enabling, it it underlies in which it provides opportunities and create new meanings to a certain forms of challenge or a certain phenomena within the society or within a social group or a social movement which they perceive their actions or some actions within their society to be more interacting, to be more enabling rather than and on the other hand, it can also be constraining for, let us say, for example, because actors themselves are not typically the legitimate meanings that we can receive, because we know that actors are just acting for the sake of something intriguing and something that would enable the people to engage among themselves. But the whole story within it was literally not the true meaning and not relaying the legitimate meaning behind certain phenomena. Moreover, as Mary Pollack argues in the case of feminist discourse, since the constant resistance is always a dialogue with domination, for the latter can always stop back. And even the successful appropriation and working of discourse in one context contains potential for certain hegemonic meanings in another. So just like what I said, this course is more constraining also, especially if it were only be acted as like they tend to act it truly, but it was not really what they really meant to. But the other thing, which is to attract more people, attract individuals to believe that a certain phenomena they act is the truth. So in another view of a person, one can contradict, which is they believe that is not true and not legitimate, regardless of the background of the participants. So finally, if Salomon generally remains partly captive to some hegemonic meanings, then to characterize that over which actors cannot maintain exclusive, stable control remains problematic. And since discourse is multivocal and the boundaries of fields and genres are dynamic, the meanings that activists and pessimisms seek to establish through persuasion always have the potential for being transformed by the support of sympathizers. So, just like what I said, actors cannot maintain exclusivity. They cannot make on which, because it underlies there certain view or certain relay of meaning towards a certain phenomena. It mainly underlies on which that more legitimate, because we can see that actors themselves are just acting that the way they want to, not acting freely upon themselves, but acting the way they want to, or on a certain agenda. They act on which they will receive they will receive a benefit from it. So next slide.
Mana?
So today I am John Lloyd Catipolo. I am reporting it to Jason. The case of the Philadelphia self-weavers. Self-weavers struggle against dominant genres, but their discursive are limited interactions. So ang mga self-weavers daw sa Philadelphia sa London is nakikaglaban sila sa mga dominant genre, pero limited yapon sa ilang discursive repertoire ang ilang mga option and desired outcomes or ang ilang gusto nila makita. So in the 18th century, we witnessed riots and violence as local weavers protested against cheap imports and low wages. So in the 18th century is grabe ang riots o para sa
sa London, tapos nagprotesta po ng mga waivers tungkol kay gamay na ang ilang salary or sweldo. Self-weaving was a patriarchal domestic industry, with the average male weaver working 2 or 3 loads. So, mga self-weaver is patriarchally structured domestic industry. Ang mga lalaking self-weavers is work sila sa 2 to 3 load. Low means money siya gamit na pantay sa una. So, ang salary po sa mga weaver is mas gamay kaysa sa mga London craft elite. So, example sa kanina mga London craft elite is mga supervisor, creative art workers, sales agent, or manager. So, weavers were literate and cultured, paying taxes and establishing relationships. Ang mga weavers is they know how to read and write. So, educated din sila mga tao. Tapos, gawain po din sila sa mga taxes. And they also establishing relationship to the other people in their community. Sama ka sa mga bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie, meaning is mga business owner. So, towards a more dialogic analysis, the acts protected a trade from foreign competition. So, they have also acts or balaod na mamandate sa pagtarong sa mga presyo sa mga baligya in the way of the negotiation and attribution sa mga migrants or sa mga civil or mga judge. Ginabawal po ng mga importation sa mga foreign sales in order to protect the trade from foreign competition. So, small masters supported journeymen's effort to maintain the acts, but large market entrepreneurs gained a foothold in production. So, ginasuportahan sa mga amo ang mga efforts sa ilang mga workers para ma-maintain ang ilang malaot, pero ang mga large market entrepreneurs is nakakuha yapon ng nato mga production. So, collective action by self-weavers to prevent degradation and misery. So, ginapush sa mga large manufacturers, political economists, and the press ang pagpapawalang bisa sa mga acts para ulit sa collective action sa mga self-weavers to prevent degradation or makasira and misery.
Manufacturers and weavers and resource weavers. So the 1810s witnessed efforts by virtuals or sellers to proselytize among silk weavers concerned that their economic disputes by severe radicalism. So, nasaksihan sa mga 1810s ang paligamit sa mga virtuals or sellers na i-proselytize ang mga silk weavers. So, gusto nila i-convert ang mga tao into one speed. So, gusto nila na magkaliwala ang mga tao sa silk weavers. Kaya wala pa sila mabasin sa umaabot na panahon, mapupo ang radicalism, ang radicalism ng economic distress or ang pagdisan sa ekonomiya. So, they made frequent visits during depression, distressing, and for relief, Bibles and heavy doses of what they hoped were modifying inspirational. So, nagsige sila bisita dito mga lugar para gusto siya nila na magaling ang faith sa mga tao dito. So, gusto sila mag-resign ang mga tao dito as really Christians. So, publishers and parliamentarians were is the market rate of wages is uniformly and precisely what it ought to be.
Igang bay kaya.
So in the end, market forces assured a just harmony. So, ano, i-assure po sila na na-increase dito po. So, the main objects of the manufacturer are ought to be to extend the market for these commodities and increase the amount of productiveness of his capital, and real interests of the laborer are secured exactly in proportion as these objects are accomplished.
Good day everyone, I am Stephanie and I am recording this part toward a more dialogic analysis. Weavers uses fashion discourse of economics to discuss the role of government and necessity of law to maintain harmony between the classes. Weavers also propose the inevitable laws of social economy, popular working class economics that increasingly was the symbol of virtually equal struggle, also constructed partly by growing on political economy. This was constructed partly by the economy because economists only were theory of value. Labor secured the greatest quantity of wealth in any country and which they gives value to land and raw material for manufacturers. For the base of society, all the other classes
Jay.
must be benefited in due proportion. Ay, sa ito sabi. An equitable reward for labor is best adapted and is indispensable to secure the greatest quantity of wealth in any country and to promote the legitimate interests of all classes of society. Labor of the Country is Wealth of the Country by Adam Smith. Adam Smith proportion as the wages are high or low value of wealth in such country is increased or diminished. Second is the great majority of the people of every country is necessarily composed of those whose sole property is their labor. By securing therefore the labor an adequate reward, the positive comfort of the greatest possible number would be secured also. They deftly created an oppositional voice within them, patterns such as justice, freedom, property, even capital, were used to create voice identifying injustice. At each point in the cycle of their struggle, they engaged in improvisational efforts to expose how the goods of large manufacturers, parliamentarians, and pundits of political economy were ideological exercise of power. Weavers constructed a dynamic repertoire or discourse containing a weave of several genera. Composition is to change with the shape and context of the conflict and discursive mood. Spital fields weavers their discourses, voice powerful and righteous truth, whose moral authority partly rested in the fields offered by the dominant discourse that they used for their own ends. Steinberg, 1995 to 1999, generic roots of this repertoire created conundrum of legitimacy. In 1829, weavers destroyed the broadcloth and blooms of a number of their peers, whose worked at the height of a strike for high piece rates. Anna Clark, 1995, became increasingly central to working class radical discourse starting in the 1820s. Their claims, identity, and actions were still partly morally measured by the fruits of dominant genre through they gave meaning to their collective voice. Weavers increasingly slid into poverty,
Jay.
their public identity became one of impoverished and degraded second-class citizens, and their claims were ignored.
Towards a more dialogic analysis, Weber uses refashion discourse of economic to discuss the role of government and necessity of law to maintain harmony between the class. Typically aim at achieving greater economic and social justice within society. They also propose the indubitable laws of social economy. Popular working class. They also proposed the indubitable laws of social economy. Popular working class economics that increasingly was a staple of many working people's struggle, also constructed partly by drawing on political economy. Dagat nga struggle sa indubitable laws tungod kani nga law ga-base siya sa certain assumption about how market and economic function nga dili permi ma-hold in real world. Example ani kay law of supply and demand. Labor secure the greatest quantity of wealth in any country and which gives value to land and raw materials for manufactures. Form the base of society, all the other classes must be benefited in due proportion. Labor of the country is the wealth of the country. The more productive and skilled the workforce of a country, mas daghan mabuhat nga mga product o mas daghan ang mabaligya. Adam Smith proportion as the wages are high or low value of wealth in such country is increase or diminish. Adam Smith, the Scottish economist and philosopher, he argued that the pursuit of self-interest in a competitive market would lead to economic growth. Key terms: justice, freedom, property, even capital were used to create voice identifying injustice. Concept that can be used to identify instances of injustice and promote fair and equitable treatment in society. Weber's constructed a dynamic repertoire of discourse containing a web of several genres. Composition is to change with the shape and context of the conflict and discursive field. Arguing to retain the acts. Daniel Weber drew on the nationalist genre that the government used when sought defenders for the nation. And a Weber leader is an open letter to manufacturers warned a damnation for those pursuing profit and at the Weber's expenses.